Hello and welcome to the Fishing Guide Podcast. I'm your host, Brad Wiegmann, along with my co-host.
I'm a co-host. Mitch with PICO Lures. I thought it's been so long since I've been on. I thought maybe I was a guest now.
No, you have to work.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But the cool thing about it is Mitch actually has some exciting news that he's going to release. This is breaking news. No one's officially heard before right now what he's gonna tell you.
Yeah, I've almost lost a few friendships over some of this.
Yeah, not
because
ours.
they know it's there. They just don't know what color it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he's actually got a couple things he's going to talk about. Mitch with PICO Lures up here in Garfield, Arkansas, God's country.
Working on a Saturday.
Working on a Saturday. And we are actually at the home of PICO Lures, who is the sponsor of our show. So we're very happy to have PICO Lures and
welcome
to
my desk.
Hey, tell them a little bit about the sign before we jump into everything else.
This right here was when I bought the company. This become a negotiation. A sign was coming with the company.
Yeah,
this thing it's made out of wood. That's all wood, and it's got old timey fluorescent lights back in the back of it. I mean, you can see electric cord hanging over on the other end. It's got one light runs down through there, one lights up the PICO, and the other one lights up the lures to make it look. That is a phenomenal piece of work right there.
And this is where it all happens.
This is it, man. That thing was probably made in the 40s or 50s, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, that's so cool. All right, well, tell us what you got. You got a couple things going. So what do you want to start with?
Well, we're getting
dealer's choice.
This is crunch time. We're getting ready for the expo coming up.
Okay.
We got one whole new product line. We got 5 new colors of crankbaits.
Yep. And so Mitch is talking about the Crappie Expo. It's going to happen in Branson, Missouri. He's going to have a great big booth that's going to be there, and so he'll be there. And so tell him the first thing. Tell him what's the most exciting thing you want to talk about.
I'm going with crankbaits.
Okay,
not what you want to hear, right? This all pretty cool. Everybody knows we do crankbaits.
Yeah,
that's kind of what we've got a reputation for. So we've got. This is a customer choice thing. This is baits that have already caught fish. So we've got one we're going to call Day Glow. It's kind of a translucent orange, green, and a yellow belly.
Yep.
And that we're going to call that Day Glow.
Glow.
You'll be able to see it the first time at the expo. Not even going to put them on the website until after the expo.
All right.
Okay. Then we've got one we're just going to call Dusk. It looks like a setting sun. But with that bait's been catching fish for the last 3 years, and we just now got around to getting it painted.
All right.
Now we've got one that's called Beach Ball.
Beach Ball. This is cool. So describe this color for the people listening to the show.
Well, it pretty much looks like a beach ball. It's striped like a beach ball, black, orange, and chartreuse, you know? Yep. So all of you people that have ever lost a beach ball while you were fishing, just realize that out there somewhere there's a fish that probably ate it because they like beach balls.
All right.
Okay. Now, what goes well with beach balls and Christmas trees?
Christmas trees. All right.
Have you ever heard Christmas trees and beach balls in the same place? You know,
that's right. Look at this.
And Christmas tree, I have quite a few pictures of fish that I reeled in on that bait already. That's been pretty hot bait, especially in the state of Mississippi.
Yeah,
all over the place. And then we have an old timey back in the days of Gibson's. Remember Gibson's?
That like a store?
Yeah, that was a store. That was a pre-Walmart store. The big box store that wasn't that big and didn't have many boxes, but it was the same concept.
Right.
Way back during the Gibson days, PICO made a PICO perch called Wonder Bread.
Right.
And there's a few people around that still try to pattern that color and everything. Well, we stuck it on a crankbait now.
Yep.
So now we have a Wonder Bread crankbait.
Wonder Bread. I'm glad you don't have like 60 new baits,
Well,
because I don't have
you'd
enough
have to have more.
fingers.
We'd have to hire help, wouldn't we?
I would think so. So 5 new colors in the INT, which is the deep diving series, which
That's right.
averages. People always ask. It depends how much line's out, but you can just say
How
normally
deep do you
12
want it to
foot.
go?
In general, 12 foot.
Right.
You
can
get,
cast it and get 12 foot deep.
Yeah,
with it.
exactly. So that's
if you want to troll it, you can get it 20 foot if you want to troll it that deep.
That's right.
Just let more string out.
Square bill, those colors all stay the same,
Yep.
or
For now. Yep.
All right.
We'll
now,
have,
so
we'll have
these
some
are
more come spring.
just the deep diving. So if you're listening to the show and you want to check it out after the expo, you'll be able to see all the pictures, all the posts at PICOLures.com. You'll be able to go to PICO Lures on Instagram. You'll be able to go to PICO Lures on the Facebook page, and
just go to Google and type in PICO Lures.
Yeah, you'll be able to find
you'll have a
those
few
colors.
options. Yes.
So of these colors, Scotty Vance, did he play a part in any of these colors? Of these here?
He had a couple of them that he worked on, and then Doug Wynn had a couple he worked on.
All right. Well, I can guess which ones.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Okay.
But anyway, those are the brand new INTs that he has coming out, which is pretty awesome.
Right. That should put us up to 40 colors now.
Yep, 40 colors.
Right.
That's a lot. I'm going to have to find another log.
I'm going to have to find some more shelving.
That's a good deal. So, and they're super popular. I guess we can jump into that part. It's amazing how many people are using the INTs and even the square bills down in Mississippi. And you have a real stronghold down there, but it's just growing out to Kentucky and all those places.
Barkley Lakes, all the Kentucky, Tennessee lakes and everything, it's just spread through them like wildfire. Southern Illinois, southern Indiana.
Right.
It's in Missouri pretty good now, too. Around here, pretty good.
Oh, around here, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so we do a lot of kayaking. And even yesterday, I actually found a PICO crankbait that someone had lost that they must have been trolling because it had a barrel swivel on the thing.
Okay, so
I
it
could
wasn't
see.
mine. Okay.
It wasn't yours, but it was someone else's. And well, it's just amazing the number of people, but it's a good selection, and it's a wide selection of crankbaits that you can choose from.
We're kind of getting our bases covered with them.
Yep.
And it's a super. There's no funner way in the world to catch fish.
That's right. You can actually. There's a lot of YouTube videos that you just type in. You'll be able to find some information. Local sports writer, you took him out recently. Right. Yep. Flip put off.
On crappie.com, there's an archive of crank. I think it's Trolling Cranks 101. Right. I think it's about 600 pages with 10 articles on every page or something like that. It's an encyclopedia of trolling crankbaits.
That's right. Tim Huffman, if you just type his name in, you'll find a bunch of articles there too.
Yep.
That takes us to the next thing. Pretty exciting, I think, because it
kind of goes hand in hand.
It does go hand in hand, but it's also, as anglers go, they're always looking for a one-stop shop.
Right.
And so you have made it. You have now become the new Sonic. Come on in, get you a shake, and
you want
get
some
you a
mustard.
burger.
You want mustard on that? You want apple pie with it?
You get everything. So tell us about that.
Right.
Tell us what.
So we're going to pick. We did pick up a brand of tackle. I've been looking at doing it under my brand, but there's a brand out there that already serves the purpose. It's good. It's good stuff, and I can buy it right so that I can sell it right. And we put the product selection in. It's called Vanguard Tackle.
Okay.
And I'll be introducing that to the public at the expo also. We have it in-house, ready to ship. This gives you guys out there, if you're coming in and you're buying a few crappie jigs and some plastics, and then you have to go somewhere else to buy your hooks and sinkers and everything, then we're gonna bring that all together. Instead of paying me $5 shipping and them $5 shipping, save you $5. You can pick the whole thing up right here. And I'm talking about normal goodies that you use, nail clippers on a lanyard. Got a pair of pliers, got to have a pair of pliers in your boat. But when you're out, even for you guys that are bait fishing, we've got snelled hooks, got packaged hooks for both catfish and bass. You know, we've got the regular bait holders. We got the crappie hooks snelled.
Yep.
And I think we've got regular packaged hooks. Just pick up a 10 box. You can pick up snaps, snap swivels. I've got various assortments of those things. Got your sinkers. This is by no means a complete selection because we've got sinkers and everything and lot. We've got the regular dial packs and the little assortment packs like that. Talk about a Christmas presents now. That's something you can work with right there.
I think that's a big thing. So what we're looking at is we're actually looking at kits or the small plastic like tackle that you would put inside there or a dial pack. And so you just spin that around, you can get the different size of split shot. So, which this probably retails just
I'd have to look, man. Yeah.
But I mean, the retail of getting this kit and the retail of you going up there and getting a package of 8 split shots is like, this is going to be a bargain. That's
I don't
part
know.
of the
Every time I go fishing, or brim fishing or something where I need a split shot, I get the one that I think I need. But as soon as I get there, I found out I had one that the one that I don't have is one that I need. So that kind of solves that problem. I didn't bring any bobbers out to show, but man, we've got regular old red and white bobbers. We've got slip floats. We've got we've got a really good selection of bobbers too.
Stringers? You got stringers?
Man, we got stringers. You want 6 foot, 9 foot, 15 foot? We've got stringers. We've got the snap stringers. We've got the regular cord stringers.
Well, if I need a stringer, I probably need a fillet knife.
We've got fillet knives, and we've got sharpeners that'll keep them sharp too.
Oh, look at that!
Yep.
So you do actually have everything.
Well, I'm trying to put in everything. You know, I mean, I've been a fisherman since I was old enough to walk away from the house. So. We even have mono line and braid line. So, I mean, this starts at 6 and goes up, I think, to 30 pound for you. I got some in for you guys that catfish, you know.
Yeah.
And the braid line, cast great. You know, it's a very good braid line. The monofilament works well on spinning reels. We've taken and used this stuff before we put it up before we even bought it and considered making it for sale. We used it.
Yeah, I've been using the braid on my whopper ploppers and also other topwaters, and monofilament I've been using for crappie fishing because you give me a 6 pound test, which is a very thin diameter for an old man that can't see very good.
Yeah.
So I may need the catfish line so I can see my stuff. So it's going to complement.
It'll be a perfect complement.
Your current thing. So, but. Is that just for guys going to the store? How about people who don't have stores, gas stations, or those one-stop shop things? How about those things? Can they buy from you?
You bet. We actually have a very aggressive dealer program. I have become a distributor for this stuff for other retail outlets. So
I got you.
Yeah, we can put together kits for gas. You can put an end cap together of the stuff that meets your area.
Right.
You know, so like if you're down here below the dam or something, you're going to need, instead of these big catfish hooks, you're going to need little number 6s and 8s and stuff.
Right.
You know, so you can kind of put, for people like that, it's perfect because the pricing I can put them in at is going to be competitive with big box stores all around the country.
Right.
So there's going to be no advantage whatsoever to drive 30 miles round trip to go to a box store to get prepared for this if you can get prepared right there on the bank for the same amount of money.
Right. And those tackle places that are like specific, like trout or salmon or, or if they're targeting crappie, the products you have for those, they'll be able to select right out of there.
Right.
And so you have all this. Is that gonna make you more busy? What's the scoop going on here? Are you ever going fishing again? Or?
Well, that's not looking good at this point, but yeah, I'm gonna go fishing one of these days.
It's fall.
I'm waiting on you guys. Now I like to deer hunt and all that stuff, but I really like the fact that you guys deer hunt because you ain't on the water and you're not buying fishing tackle for a week or 10 days, and that's when I get to fish.
Well, that's going to be your only break because you have to get back out because we need, of course, we need some more videos and stuff. So anything else cooking at Pico's, or is this pretty much take a lid to it?
This is about
big overtake.
Yes, about all one man can bite off in one chew right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Crappie Expo, tell us a little bit about it. You've been to.
I've been to 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. Didn't go to the Shreveport.
2 out of 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you missed that one. A lot of COVID, a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on during that show. Yeah.
A lot of people didn't go to that show.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
and good purposes, good reasons why. So that's not an issue.
It was not a travel friendly environment when that was happening. Yeah.
But so now we're back at Branson. And it's going to be this week because this show is coming out just like in a couple of days. And so
I've got 2,500 of these things to get hooks and split rings on and leave here Wednesday morning. So
yeah, look at my fingernail. It's already chewed up. I sat down and started putting some on. So don't come by because he'll just put you to work.
Yeah, stop by and visit.
No, I would not stop by. That's like Gretel, was it Hansel and Gretel? It's like, come on in, kids.
You want some candy.
Halloween is coming. And so not really overly done, but it's all good. So that takes us Tackle Time. Tackle Time, we usually talk about our sponsor, who's PICO Lures. Well, the whole show has been about PICO Lures. So hey, let's just say Tackle Time's about Vanguard.
Let's say Tackle Time's about fall fishing.
All right, fall fishing.
Fall fishing.
Give us a tip. You're a big fall fisherman.
I am. I love fall fishing.
Tell us how you would catch crappie in this next week, because everyone that's listening, that's fishing in this tournament coming up, they'll want to know.
So you're going to be looking at transition places for a crappie.
Okay.
You're going to be looking at bluff ends.
All right.
You're going to be looking at any kind of channel swing that has cover on it, and you're going to be looking for that to be near the mouth of a cove somewhere, because right now it's feed bag time. Right. They know where they're going to spend the winter, and the shad are going to run up in them pockets and creeks. So if you got a bluff turning like this and a little cove on the side of it, you got a perfect place to find the crappie, because they'll run them shad up in that cove and go back to their brush, and you can basically set in one little small area right there and pick them off.
So what are you going to use for lure and jig head?
In a jig head, I'm probably going to use something like a pointer shad, something that's slim profile and doesn't have a whole lot of slow action. I want fast action.
Right.
Because, I looked at some on a graph the other day, and they're swimming almost as fast as you can keep up with.
Right.
And you're going to want slim profiles because the shad are small, and you want a heavier jig head. If you're normally using a 16th ounce, go to an 1/8 or a 3/16 ounce, something you can get to them quick.
Like an iScope jig head?
Scope eye jig heads, yeah.
Yep.
You can take a 3/16 ounce head and put that little 2-inch pointer shad on it, and it'll go right straight to them. And whereas that 16th is going to take its time by the time it gets down there, where the fish may not be but 12, 15 foot deep, but they're so active in the fall that you got to get something on them while they're in the mood.
Right.
Because they'll be over there somewhere by the time a little bait gets down to them. Next tip for you bass guys in the fall.
All right.
We're getting a freeze here Tuesday night. You know what happens when it freezes? All the crawdads that are on the bank get back in the water.
Right.
And the bass know that. So as soon as you get a good hard freeze, crawdads, think crawfish, and like a peanut butter and jelly crankbait,
INT,
right off, skip it to the edge of the bank and pull it that far away from the bank. It looks like a crawdad running in the water. It's what the bass are going to be feeding on. It's what they're used to seeing. Give that a whirl.
How about a football head jig and maybe like a cream crawl?
Yeah, work? The crawl or the screamer, either one.
Okay.
I love that. Take a football head jig if they're that tight on it.
Right.
I can't wait to go tail rock as soon as this show's over. Just pitch it right on the bank, pull it in the bank with that screamer on it, and them two little legs are kicking like that. Pull it out about that far, let it fall to the bottom. It acts like a crawdad, and it usually don't make it to the bottom.
We'll post some pictures on that.
We'll
show you what we got.
on. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
a commitment.
That's a commit. Yeah, you have to take a day.
That's
so
right.
we'll get on these, putting the split rings on. Hey, if they wanted to find out more, Mitch, about PICO Lures and Vanguard, where would they go?
Well, you can go to Google and type in PICO Lures. You can go to PICOLures.com.
There you go.
Yep.
And Vanguard is going to be found.
Vanguard, we're getting Vanguard put into the website right now.
All right.
It should be up and active by showtime. We've got a few things on there already, so by the middle of the week, you'll be able to buy your Vanguard products on there. Shop around. It's a good way. We offer $100 free shipping. So if you're normally only getting $40, $50, $60 worth of PICO, you can add a few of your sidelines in there. Now you've saved that chip. You can combine the two brands to get free shipping.
There you go. There you have it. Appreciate it. Like I always like to say, make sure you keep your hook sharp and your lures in the water.
When one pulls, jerk.